Alright, hey guys, what's up? Trail Chasers here. Nowadays, most modern trail and all mountain bikes come with dropper posts on them. However, that doesn't necessarily mean they're cheap. So today, I thought I'd round up my top 5 budget dropper post options for $100 and under. Now, one of them on this list is over $100, but I do think it deserves a spot on this list, specifically because of the other model that is in the same family line as it that does come under $100. Anyways, enough of me babbling, let's get right into it. For the first dropper on this list, we're going to go over my first dropper ever, and I think this is the cheapest dropper that you can actually buy. What I'm talking about is the Tmars. It's a 90mm of travel, so basically around what the others on this list have. Most droppers at this price range are going to have 100mm of travel. Now, it comes in a 27.2 diameter and a 30.9 diameter. You can get an adapter to put it in 31.6, so this should work with any frame. It features external routing, and unlike some of the others on this list, the cable actually doesn't move up and down. It goes into a housing in the post itself, which is really nice, so you can chop that cable nice and short and have neat cables. I had this post for about 6 months, and it never failed me once. It was a very, very archaic style of post with just a spring, keyed stanchions, and just a little pin that would come in and out. It has 3 different heights that you can go to that are in these little keyholes, and it was very easy for me to rebuild. It has this little rubber thing on the outside. You can actually take that off, and it's got a nice gold stanchion on the inside, and I actually really enjoyed this dropper post while I had it, and it never failed on me. So I would say it's a great option for a new dropper post, or if it's your first one ever. The second dropper on this list is one that I've actually never used. I've used all the others except for this one. That's the Geo. It has 120 travel, and it's $90. It has a 27.2, 30.9 with an adapter, and it also comes in a 31.6 size. This one has 120 travel, like I stated, so it's got more travel than the others on this list. And if you need a 120 travel post, this is definitely going to be the cheapest option. From what I can see on forums, they seem to be pretty similar to the Tmars, except they don't have the little outer rubber sleeve, and instead they have a black stanchion. They look pretty good to me, and I think it'd be a nice post. For the third dropper on this list, it's going to be the Brand X. This post has been on my bike for the past 6 months, and I have the 120 travel version in a 31.6 diameter. Now, this is, I believe, the only internally routed post on this list, which is really nice that it comes in at $110. It offers 100 and 120 travel, and a 30.9 and a 31.6 diameter. So sadly, there's no 27.2 internal, but if you do want a 120 or a 100 post with internal routing, I think this is the best way to go. It's worked flawlessly for me for the past 6 months. It's been through mud and grime, and it's had little rocks and stuff thrown at it from the back wheel, and it hasn't skipped a beat. The lever feels good. It's not as refined as some of the others, but overall, it goes up and down, and it's never, not once, skipped a beat. So I would highly recommend the Brand X for its durability. Now the last two I'm going to group together, and that's the Shocks Eten. They have a lot of these different models, and you can get them anywhere from $90 to, I believe, around $130 for the internal model. But what we're focusing on is the KS Eten lever and the KS Eten remote. The lever is really cool because you don't need a frame that's dropper post compatible. It'll go into a 27.2, 30.9, and a 31.6. There's a lever on the seat that you pull to get it to go up and down, so you don't have to worry about cables or handlebar remotes. So it's a very simple system. Now, the Shocks Eten remote comes in at $115. I had this back on my Atros for about 3 months, and just like the Brand X, it never skipped a beat. I never had any issues with this post. It always went up and down as should. Even in very cold days, I went out when it was about 20 degrees out riding, which was really stupid, but the post worked just fine. So it offers the same diameter options as the Eten lever. Now the last thing I want to mention about these, one thing that's really cool is that KS sells color kits for these. It's about $20, and they have multiple color options, anywhere from green, red, and blue to gold, black, silver, and there's also options for the remotes in the lever later on down the road should you decide you want to change from them. So I really like the KS because of all the flexibility within it, and they also have an internal option. However, if you're going to go internal, I'd choose the Brand X simply because the price is cheaper than the KS Eten internal, but that's just my 2 cents. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video on my top 5 budget dropper posts around or under $100. Anyways, this has been Trail Chasers. I'll catch you guys on the trails. Bye-bye.